Hello, I'm Kim Churchill. I'm in Hamilton at Mills Hardware, and you're watching Beers with Bands.
Thanks for joining us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So this isn't your first time to Canada. You've been here for Canadian Music Week. You've been to Montreal. You've been to Ottawa. So you've spent some time in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't even count the amount of times I've been here. I've been coming here for about 10 years, since I was 18 or 19.
Okay.
19, I think. And yeah, I mean, it's been a massive, massive part of my life.
Okay, but you're from Australia.
I am.
So I'm going to ask you, what in Australia do you wish you could get in Canada, and vice versa? What do you wish was Canadian?
Okay, well,
that you could get in Australia?
Well, they're kind of lame things. Well, no, okay, I've got a list. I've got a few things.
Okay, so what Australian things do Canadians need?
Okay, Canadians need Barocca. It's sort of like, think of like Emergency, but mixed with like vitamin B and zinc and a bunch of other things as well. Canadians need that. Canadians need quickies. It's like you have Tums for heartburn. They're terrible. Tums suck. Quickies, amazing.
Okay.
You guys don't get it. And I think you need it. So yeah, I've even thought about it, importing that kind of stuff. Barocca, oh my God, I can't believe it's not here. And Australians, we need oil of oregano.
Okay.
We need that. Like, it's so good. I have to buy it every time I'm here.
But you have oregano there, correct?
Oh, yeah. Like, we have the
So somebody
herb
could
and
be
stuff.
starting that market for
you.
you.
Yeah, I could do that
You
too.
could.
And BC bud.
Okay.
Yeah, we need Canadian weed.
Yeah.
Australian weed is terrible in comparison.
Yeah.
So they're my two.
Well, on the flip side, I will say that Australian hops for beer is better than Canadian hops.
Yep.
So
I'll give you that.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, you'll give me the hops and I'll give you the weed.
Perfect. They're from the same family, if you didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that, but they look similar
They're
when
cousins.
you see them on pictures.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah, you see them on a can of beer or something, and you're like, that looks like weed on that beer.
Yeah. So long plane rides to come to Canada. Then you're going to be touring, van rides, car rides. What do you need to keep yourself busy in those down times of boredom?
Well, I paint watercolors.
Very cool.
I have a yo-yo, believe it or not.
So you're entertaining everyone else as well.
Well, I'm not very good at any of those things, actually. I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I do a lot of yoga. And I listen to podcasts. Yeah.
Podcasts are popular.
Very.
Let's go back to some firsts. Do you remember the first beer you ever had, or alcoholic beverage?
Yeah. The first beer I ever had, we stole it from somebody's garage. In Australia, there's a beer called a VB, which stands for Victoria Bitter. It's like a very iconic beer. It's the kind of beer you'd see like painted in an art gallery or something. Just it's like, what's the equivalent? Like, is there something sort of similar to Molson, but that has like a real, like it's actually somehow transcended its shitness and become like quite a cultural, like Canadian? Not
I
really.
guess maybe like any of the Sleeman's brands.
Sleeman's maybe,
or
yeah. I don't know if there's nothing quite like Victoria Bitter. It's like, anyway, terrible beer.
Yeah.
Terrible beer. We used to call them vomit bombs instead. So we stole a bunch of VBs from a neighbour's garage and drank them warm, and I think I nearly spewed. Yeah, hideous taste. Yeah.
Do you remember the first CD or cassette tape or album, whichever applies?
Yeah, the first CD I ever got was Led Zeppelin 4. I wanted Red Hot Chili Peppers' Californication, and Dad was like, you can save up your pocket money and buy that with your own money, but today, because I think I just got a CD player for Christmas or something, he's like, today I'll buy you a CD and I'm buying you Led Zeppelin 4.
That's a pretty good first CD.
In hindsight,
yes.
I probably like Led Zeppelin 4 more than Californication. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. What about right now? What are you drinking a lot of right now? And it doesn't necessarily have to be alcohol. Are you a coffee fiend?
I see. Well,
Kombucha?
I kind of like kombucha, but I like kombucha because it's a bit of a hangover cure. So it's sort of stems back to boozing. Anyway,
Right.
I'm actually having a little bit of time off the booze. Having time off the booze. But I drink a lot of whiskey.
Okay.
That's what I drink mainly. I drink a lot of beers too. I don't know. When you're on tour, drinking becomes very... you can just do it every day, and it's a good way to pass the time, and it's a good way to chill out because there's just so many exciting sort of frenetic things all around you. So drinking becomes a very it becomes a very, very serious habit, really. And I like to hide whiskey in cups of lemon and ginger tea, and that makes me feel like what I'm doing is being healthy and preparing. But what I'm actually doing is consuming a lot of whiskey in
in tea form.
in a tea form, in a disguised format. So whiskey, I'd say mainly. I like to drink whiskey and watch Peaky Blinders on Netflix.
That's a good combo. That's a good combo. Yeah. And what about on the music side of things? Who are you listening to a lot of right now? Who's on your radar?
The new Bon Iver album, I think, is phenomenal. I mean, they've just got me wrapped around their little finger. Like, I just love them so much. But I think this album's phenomenal. Like, I really like it. I'm listening to a Japanese psych rock band called Kikagaku Moya. They're really cool. They've got an album called House in the Tall Grass, which
very cool.
I really love.
And our beer is called High Grass.
It is. So yeah, right on
brand
point,
there,
on brand. Thank you. Oh God, what else am I listening to? Karangbin. They have an album called Con Todo El Mondo, which I really like, which is like a sort of classic hipster coffee shop album. Like, it's if I played it to you, I bet you'd know it just because it'd be on in hipster coffee shops.
Probably.
They're probably the main things I'm listening to right now.
Okay. So you get the opportunity to brew your own beer or distill your own whiskey, if that is your choice. You get to add a secret ingredient, and you get to name it after one of your songs. What are you producing? So pick your beverage.
So I pick a beverage. I don't know much about brewing whiskey, distilling whiskey, I guess. So let's go with beer.
Okay.
I'd go with... It's a tricky question. I'd go with an amber ale.
Okay.
And...
Secret ingredient?
Wow, Jesus. What would you use? Like, I don't know enough about brewing beer.
It doesn't even have to be edible.
Secret ingredient. A secret ingredient. Maple syrup. Yeah, I'd have a little bit of maple syrup in there. And what would I call it? One of my songs. It's a song that I wrote here in Canada. I think I'd call it Only Dreaming.
Okay, that's good.
It'd be an amber ale with maple syrup, and it'd be called Only Dreaming.
Coming to Canada soon.
Yeah.
Where can everyone find you on your socials?
www.kimchurchill.com is the mothership. Okay. And then Kim Churchill 1 on Instagram. I guess just type in Kim Churchill to Facebook, that sort of thing. Yeah, remember Kim Churchill and you should be able to find me.
Okay, and we will post all the links to socials in the post below. We are Beers with Bands. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Beers Bands and on YouTube at BeerX. Make sure you subscribe. Cheers. Thank you.